What do you think then of the Anaheim boys?
I don't want to say issue, but I think the Ducks have like maybe one defenseman signed through next season, so they're going to have to pay up, a fair amount of money to, to a lot of these defensemen if they want to keep them around. Now, I can't imagine that John Carlson would have been arriving in Anaheim without there being maybe some sort of talk of an extension, or maybe at least that he would be willing to re-sign there. I think that he's got 50 points so far this season, currently an $8 million cap hit. Again, I think he's someone who, at his age, I think will maybe be a little bit less, but not too much less. I think they'll probably be looking at around maybe 6, maybe 7 million. Jacob Trouba's another one as well, who is quite difficult. He also makes $8 million, 32 points this season, but brings that physical presence, rightly or wrongly. I know he's kind of one of those guys who has a little bit of track record, but I think you almost kind of need someone with his physicality to protect some of these young stars. So, I don't know, Radko Gudas also out of contract as well. And obviously he's their captain, so they'll be wanting to keep him around. Do you think they keep all three?
I think they keep Carlson. I don't think they're going to re-sign Trouba or Gudas, if I'm honest. I know
No?
Gudas is the captain, but this year has seen such a sort of dramatic shift in their fortunes. The lead in the Pacific Division could go to the playoffs, but their defence this year has been bad. Like they've been carried a lot by the forwards play, being gutsy in overtime games, etc. I can't see how they're going to funnel all these millions of dollars into players that aren't going to take them to the next level. They're not young players who are making like rookie-ish mistakes or still learning, growing. These are veteran players who know what it's about, and they're not really cutting it. I guess in the long grand scheme of things, but
Yeah, I would maybe agree with that. I mean, you look at the Ducks defensemen. Obviously, they've got Pavel Mintyukov, they've got Olin Zellweger, they've got Jackson Lacombe, they've got some really nice young pieces there. John Carlson would be a great sort of veteran to add there. I do think that they'll re-sign two of those three.